Hello YouTube and welcome to this very special live cast of Division 1, Game 1 between Shkodder and Khers from the Foxes clan. And I'm not alone, I've got Flix with me. Hello Flix.
Hello guys, nice to be here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting match. Thanks a lot to the players as well who delayed the beginning of the game a bit because I had to coach my handball team. I'm actually the captain only, but today I was the coach as well. And yeah, so thanks a lot for delaying. So whom do we have here? Shkodder and Khers. What do we know about these very well-known players?
Yeah, Khers is the Div 2 runner-up, so second place in last Div 2 season. Very good performance overall. He is known for very infantry-heavy playstyle. He doesn't go for indirect fire, he doesn't go for air a lot. He just mostly smashes infantry into his opponent's face until they break, and not a lot of players in this game have the quality to withstand the hammer of Khers. So let's see if Shkodder will be the anvil needed to withstand this brute force. Shkodder obviously as well is a super experienced player. He is really, I would say, unpredictable. Like he has favorite divisions that he's insanely good with. He likes to play balance as well. And MGB is just, I don't know, it's just a very good pick and suits Shkodder's playstyle, I would say.
Yeah. And on my screen it still says 1 second. Game will start in 1 second. What about your status?
You just press play. Press play
okay,
and 10 speed until you're live. Just let's stay live.
I see.
Like 10 speed, it will run up to the, I'm
fantastic.
like in 1 minute 50, 1 minute 51 at the deployment.
I thought it would start automatically.
Just go play,
Yeah.
Just let it
there
run.
There we go. And OBS
it
said...
will stop when we're live.
Very good. OBS said that there's an encoding overload. So, but I think I checked on the mobile phone, it looks fine, the stream.
Yeah, I mean, for me it looks absolutely fine.
Okay, so you see my Twitch stream as well?
Yes.
Okay,
I
fantastic.
have it muted.
Yeah, very good.
All right.
Yeah, so the divisions.
What are we seeing here already? I mean, basically, let's try to identify if we can see a game plan. Usually, I would say red has the weaker side. It's easier for blue to push in mid over the ridge and force red out of the little side of the long road with a little town on it, especially if you're the faster div. In this case, he does not have the faster div because he does not have 100-kilometer transports. So that means that Shkodder will be able to deny this little entrance with, for example, PTRS squad, and will comfortably take position in it without being in danger of losing transports.
Yeah. So and he's already deployed 2 PTRS on the road.
Exactly. A very heavy deployment. Shkodder makes sure he has puts a lot of emphasis on making sure that he won't break there easily. On the other hand, we see Khers. What would we see about his deployment?
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be pushing in the north. He's got his wrecking cars, one of the auto blinders, Usors, and some snipers, and lots of wrecking in the north. So it seems as if he will be trying to push into the forest and get a hold of the possibly even the 2 compounds. The one in the very north and the one in the bit more central. I mean,
that's absolutely what I'm thinking too. The far north and the north mid, basically, those will be his targets of attack. He has a lot of SPWs positioned there, the AB users, as you said, and sniperies, the Lunatisti, also big chunky sniper squads, the Kalarashi. Obviously, there was an outcry in the community about the sniper, the Granicheri nerf. They lost their sniper rifle. It was an amazing infantry squad. It's now completely useless.
Yeah.
But still, they have insane infantry. It's really solid. Now it's a bit more box standard, I would say. But it's still really amazing.
Yeah, an interesting, versatile division.
Exactly, absolutely. And as we see, we have 2 very specialized units that Khers brings at the mid-north, the Begleit Grenadiers together with Roshiori and an AB Hawk.
Yeah, and he even brings 2 of the Begleitgrenadiers at once, so
Yes.
he means business, and will probably try to secure this his own flag there, or maybe go into the compounds.
Absolutely. He will definitely secure the flag with ease, and also if he does not get PTRS sniped, that is.
Mhm.
And furthermore, he will destroy any units that are in the compound on the opponent's side.
Yeah.
All right, so
Game is
we went
starting.
live. We went live.
I'll hide the panel, and we can check that earlier today. Where is it? Manage prediction.
Yeah.
Who will win?
We can already see both players starting with an airplane. Very smart play by Shkodder, because it's box standard to bring the recon bomber in 5th cav. Very, very good counter.
Yeah.
He called it. Basically, it shoots.
Oh,
wow,
it goes
shoots it
down.
Amazing. The
Yeah.
MiG-3, one of the first MiGs ever produced, has 2 20 mils. That is sufficient and the death of any recon plane.
Yeah.
Interesting, actually. Khers is massively bluffing on the south, and
Yeah.
Shkodder will spot it. Shkodder is spotting because he has a recon
Yeah.
plane.
The recon airplay is kind of like becoming the new thing in competitive 1v1.
Absolutely.
PTS in the south going down to the Usor.
Yeah. That's a bit sad, because 2 would have worked wonders against the Usor, but there's already an Osnas on the way. So we saw it as expected in mid. It's interestingly light, the deployment of Shkodder, but I think, yeah, he wants to focus on the south.
Yeah, it's often a typical move by players to try to win the this small forest in the south. But it's not always the best call.
Yeah, absolutely, since a lot of units are kind of stuck once you win there. On the other hand, we see Shkodder ticking Khers right now, 13-11. That means Khers is in problems, because he has to tick Shkodder all the game, basically, because he has the early income and will try to get the 59 sooner than later.
Yeah, and we can see that Shkodder over-deployed on the hill with 2 Maxims and 1 sniper. That's basically like 1 unit more than usual.
Yeah.
And it helped him kind of winning this fight until now the Usos have arrived.
Yeah, really interesting, and it's kind of like, that's probably why Khers is so careful with his advance there, because this 3 support units suggests that there's a lot of force.
Yeah. And we can see that now Khers is bringing 2 Hotchkiss to deny the Recon plane, so he's investing quite a few points. At the same time, he just called in some forces in the south, some Rossiori, to win back the forest. So it's just 1 flag. He might rather want to focus on the central hill. Yeah, but he might get his other flags snatched away as well if he is not careful, but there come the Rosioris.
Absolutely, but honestly, I mean, he has secured it now. Khers won't push back in. I don't believe so. He will set up a defensive stance, but we saw a big bomber hitting mid. It's basically an off-map, only the 50 kilogram bomb, so not very effective in killing, but very effective in suppressing.
Yeah.
But yet again, Khers has secured mid, so he has an advantage. He's like on the trigger right now. Also, he's in the mid north. He's advancing on the little farmstead, facing off against 2 Saperi. This will hurt. Losing 2 important units against 2. Oh. If Khers doesn't micro this, oh my god. Oh, this is big blows. This is big blows.
Yeah.
Amazing bluff here by Shkodder, because those are recon units, so they don't move the front end. Oh my god, the Grenadier even survives the hit. That's insane. That's really lucky in being unlucky.
Now the Hotchkiss not unloaded yet in the west of the hill.
Yeah. These pieces are amazing. They're basically the Russian 25mm AA pieces. I mean, I think they're originally French, but yeah, they emulate the same 25mm that got recently introduced to the Soviet divisions. Really strong AA piece. Very good.
And in the north we can see some AB user shenanigans. He's kind of Khers is kind of guarding the road now.
Yes.
Trying to snipe reinforcements, and is at the same time reinforcing himself in an attempt to possibly capture this flag.
Absolutely. And I think what's also very interesting, he did indeed plan to go back in the north, and the south. Sorry, he reinforced under the fire support of the AB Usor. He went in again with Roshiori and secures his own flag.
Yeah, and it's lots of after Machiki now holding the line in the green forest, but he did not deny the approach of the infantry, because the user would have denied the Soviet infantry to approach the edge of the forest. So there's a lack of AT capabilities, even minor AT capabilities for Shkodder here in the south.
I mean, he has the Osnas, right? So he can easily kill it, especially since it's so close to the forest. So he just, I mean, he saw with the recon plane what was coming, and he should have just completely cleaned it out and killed the AB user with the Osnas.
Yeah.
But he missed his chance there, and this will spell doom, possibly, for him.
Because it means 14-10 for Shkodder, but it's also Khers who's got the income advantage in A phase, and now it's the 15-9 as he snatches the northern flag.
Yeah, absolutely. He is pushing and does not want to stop.
Yeah.
But also here, we have an Osnas hiding in the forest. I think it's close enough to actually move and snipe at least one of the two Usors with the bazooka. I don't know, that's a bit of a misplay.
Yeah.
He has to remove the AB Usors really quick.
Yeah.
Because these are dangerous against a div with no armor and A.
But it's really nasty shenanigans here by Khers to kind of unknowing to Shkodder deny the reinforcement road. But now there's the first Usor goes down, but the second one as well, but they kind of stopped the reinforcements a bit.
Wow. Yeah, the double vetted Osnas unit, they're really good in taking down unit.
Yeah.
Okay, now we see the Morskaya after engaging the Kalarashi. They will get shredded before they even reach them. Oh, okay, they reached them. Now it's payback time.
Yeah. And Khers is pushing on all fronts basically, and he's now reinforcing the central, the northern central compounds, the double flag, with an Usor and now a Roshiori as well. And it's not looking very good for Shkodder right now.
Yeah, he's kind of falling off. Like, he's really getting demolished on every front. The Vanguard income of Khers is really kicking in. Also, I don't know if it's Khers or a fake account. Maybe it's Farid Rommel playing. But he bought an airplane.
Yeah.
That evacuates in the south. So,
and
untypical for him.
And the IR rocket plane actually spotted the two Osnas on the hill and killed one of them.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But the southern push has been completely smothered, completely bullied. There's only 6 Roshiori models left, and for the moment he has secured him the 14-10. Back to a 59, right? While we're talking.
Yeah. And Shkodder did get this one flag though on the southern left, southwest, because there's no unit inside. This is a flag that can easily be snatched if you lose the CQC fight in the forest, also the other one. So it might be worthwhile putting a unit in there, and be it a mortar or something that can even help in the fight in order to prevent that to happen. But it's still 15-9, so very comfortable lead and double tick, but it's the lead that he needs.
Absolutely. And while we talk, we see in the north that a whole deployment got annihilated by Romanian infantry in ambush position. The Kalarashi combined with Roshiori destroyed a whole deployment there, and this is really painful for the balanced player right now. Yeah,
and you can see that while he's a Vanguard player in this game, he relies on up-vetted infantry. They are all, the Roshiori and the Begleit Grenadiers are double-vetted.
Wow, yeah.
And that's without a leader.
Exactly, without even a leader. So he gives up on numbers, but takes the better units, which is a very smart and Khers-esque decision, if I may say. So it's box standard for him. He only likes his finest tools to hammer the enemy.
And Shkodder will try to push back on the hill with the help of 2 support mortars, but they are, if you look at their pathing, they will possibly get sniped by the Roshiori.
Absolutely, and it's just so dangerous. Like there's a bit of so far too many misplays by Shkodders, I would say. Also in the south, he yet again did not position a unit at the edge of the
Yeah.
forest. The Moskaya Pechota will be caught out in the forest by an insane CQC squad by the Pionieri assault in the south, and will get destroyed in seconds.
The infamous double flamethrower unit with 8 SMGs and smoke. What more do you have to ask for?
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. Like you can see the clean play by Khers on the hill. He's just moving everything up to the edge.
Yeah.
Not being overly greedy, but at the same time lending the fire support for the Roshiori PM to enter the little compound.
Yeah. And MGB being an infantry division, Shkodder kind of lacks kind of like the armored punch to maybe force himself back onto that hill.
You say this right in the moment when we reach B phase, though, and in B phase, the Marine infantry exactly gets access to 12 T-34s. They're unwetted, so he will have all 12 to his disposal. But he literally has only 5 minutes left on the clock, and he has very, very little field presence. Basically, 0 units left on the field. More and more get sniped.
And he's losing the town, and he doesn't seem to micro the retreat.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just the insane pushing power of Khers kind of threw him off a bit, I would say.
Yeah.
It's really impressive.
Yeah, and it's not like Shkodder now with the balanced income having like a huge advantage. It's just a 5-point advantage.
Exactly, and he dug himself a hole of 300 points that started to tickle in over the first 10 minutes because he only had 110 income per minute while Khers had 140, and it shows. Yeah. It shows. Like the snowball effect of having more units on the field. It's super, super painful to watch. Yeah, and now he reinforces Saperi just while Khers does not stop. He does not stop to take any prisoners, he just goes.
And 3 flags are about to fall.
Yeah.
And then it would be a 23-1.
Exactly, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's
absolutely insane start for these two players in Division 1. I think it's their first game.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wish for Shkodder to have a bit more luck in Game 2. Maybe he needs to be a bit more sharp on his micro. Like, yeah, be more clean with positioning. That's something he has to adjust upon. Yeah,
and there's the GG after only 12 minutes. That's actually a lot shorter than the delay the players did, thankfully, so that I could get home back in time for the cast.
Yeah.
So stats 1205 to 700 KD, and yeah, it was a good start with the MiG countering the IAR, but from then on it kind of went downhill.
Yeah, it was like Shkodder had a good game plan, but I think Khers knows 5th Cav and infantry spam just too well, and you need some armored units to withstand this. Like this insane Q move power. He's basically just moving forward the whole game, and only soft targets. They will just trade for so much. They won't do like crazy things. I mean, also a tank can be killed, right, by an AT gun, for example, very cost efficiently. But it takes a bit more time to get in position than just mowing down infantry with 20 mil autocannons from SBWs.
Yeah. And when we look at the losses for MGB, we can see how strong the Begleitgrenadiers actually performed.
Yeah.
They did, in particular against the Aftomachikis, possibly because they had enough range so that they could shoot at them while not being shot at.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It was the moments where Shkodder desperately tried to retake positions, and they were warmly greeted by, I think 8 MP44s. I don't know, 9 maybe even. So, yeah, a very, very elite heavy welcome.
Yeah, it was a very tough game. I think,
Definitely.
could have been ended differently, but a total defeat.
Yeah. Just the division matchup. I don't see a different outcome in this game. I talked a bit to Khers before the game. He was very, very confident, I would say. I was tempted to call him a bit cocky because Shkodder is really good as well. But, I mean, given the fact that MGB was the counter pick to... no. I think Shkodder counter-picked Khers.
Yeah.
No, Khers counter-picked Shkodder, right.
Okay,
sorry.
let me check. I think you sent it to me in Discord.
Yeah.
Let me quickly check. Yeah, the bands were Khers band Lovas 44th and 97th.
Yeah.
And then Shkodder band 2nd Indian Heads, 26th Guards, DFL. And then Khers band 17th SS, 28th Jäger and Monterosa. And then Shkodder band 5th Gebirgs, 4th Fallschirmjäger and 4th Munte. Interesting.
Oof.
And then he picked Allies, Khers picked Axis.
Yeah.
Expecting that Shkodder would go with first Polish, but he went for Baktina.
Yeah, first Polish would have been a glorious pick.
Yeah, and then 5th Cav Vanguard, and the counter income pick was then balanced against Vanguard. So what other division could have been picked maybe as a first pick that was still available on this particular map?
Really good question, honestly. Like, I mean, I think there are a couple of Soviet divs left that you might prefer. I'm a big second guard tank corps enjoyer lately. They also have off-map, they have very good artillery, they have the Soviet speed, they have some tanks, something that Shkodder definitely lacked here. On the other hand, yeah, just maybe, I mean, yeah, second US infantry was banned. Corpo Italiano Liberazione, so CIL, could have been interesting here on this map, I would say. Very infantry heavy, but also like some crucial tanks to support the defense here.
What about the New Zealand division?
I don't like them. I mean, they would have probably had them a bit more. I'm just not very experienced with them, let's say this. And every experience I made with them was underwhelming.
And I think that today in the tournament, the new video by Protoss Soccer, he played 8th Indian, and I think it was also Orsha East. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was. So what about the 8th Indian?
Yeah, exactly. That's a very, very, very interesting idea. Protoss is really liking them currently, and they certainly have the tools. They have a bit more beefy infantry as well than the regular Commonwealth infantry. The Gurkha rifles are very versatile, will be a brick wall in defensive stance. Just, I'm not sold on brand guns, sadly. So,
I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who tuned in for this stream, the delayed stream. I can see Farid Rommel and Humayun and the Graham Slam in the chat as well.